Hey guys, it's John here again. Right, this video is one of these. Yeah, it's a Def Leppard upside down one video. No, it's one of these. It's a response to Ron Haggerty and also to Bev, Clarko Vision's video, which I just watched both of them. By the time you see this video, it was probably yesterday that I watched the video. But yeah, I'm doing the studio albums, and I'm doing my worst to best. And yeah, got to the last bit, and Bev would be just the same as me. Nearly an impossible task, but I've gone with what I've gone with. And mainly because of nostalgic reasons, but yeah, my top 3 or 4, you know. So I'm going to start off with my least favourite. Just by the way, people, I've actually done this video before. If any of you guys want to check out my channel, just put in Def Leppard and on my search and you'll find the video, and it was my top 10 Def Leppard albums. I think it was top 10 at the time, and there's one now that's creeped up slightly because I had to listen to it a couple more times, and I thought actually that is a really good album. It's not really like what they've done, so much like what they've done before, except for maybe a few songs sound like they were off, could have been on Hysteria or Adrenalize, or even songs from the Sparkle Lounge. But I'm going to start at the bottom. So turn this pile upside down so I can't show you, can I? Right, so at the bottom, which might surprise people because this used to be one of my favourite ones from the 90s, and it's not anymore, and it's actually the bottom of the list, and it is Euphoria, number 10, Euphoria. Mine's the one with the old funky cover that moves. This is my original CD from back in the day, from 1999. There's about 3 really great songs on there, and after that I go, no thanks. It's got like one of the worst Def Leppard songs ever done is on this. That would be the song Back in Your Face, and 21st Century, sha la 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 girl, can't stand that either. So yeah, for that reason that's at number 10. My songs on there that I love are Goodbye, which was the single. To Be Alive is even better. Guilty's alright. Day After Day is amazing. That's probably the best track on here. Oh sorry, no, Paper Sun. Paper Sun, so there's like 4 good songs on there. Paper Sun would be my favourite off of there for sure. But yeah, Euphoria, number 10. And I sort of, this could have been, this is going to be the bottom of people's lists, I know that. Especially Run's as well. I've put this at number 9 because I feel there's a song in there that's a bit like Paper Sun off of Euphoria, which is a song called Kiss the Day. It's the way how the song plays. It's then there's I Love the Song Now, and that's the Def Leppard. It's technically called 10 and not X. There's a song Now, which was a single. I do have the CD singles of that. You're So Beautiful, Every Day is alright. It's Love Don't Lie is a good song. Let Me Be the One's good. Kiss the Days and That Long Way to Go, it'll be the songs, and Now it'll be my top ones there. Kiss the Day especially is pretty cool. So yeah, there's some songs on there, but when you really do listen to it, it's not a heavy album, but it's a good album, and I love the video for Now. So yeah, that's at number 9. It could have been, either one of those could be 9 or 10. It was pretty difficult to choose. And then we go to the later one from 2015, Def Leppard, self-titled. You got Let's Go. I'm actually getting a bit fed up with Let's Go now for some reason. It's just a bit repetitive. Dangerous is alright. Man Enough I Can't Stand. We Belong, I love that song. Energize was alright. What was the other ones? There's a couple of other songs that are alright on there. I'm giving this a bit more credit than really. I think it's just because I've listened to the other ones so many times that this is a bit of a bit more fresh air type thing. It's I don't mind this album now. I slated this album when it came out, and even last year I slated this album. And then I listened to it towards the end of last year and actually thought, hang on a minute, it's either I've matured listening to songs and like different things a bit more now, or I didn't really listen to that enough in the first place, so to give it a rating. So that's at number 8. Number 7, I struggled with this actually with the next one, and I've put Slang at number 7. I do have the original, and this is the deluxe one. Do you know what? I loved this album when it came out quite a lot. I went off of it and then I came back. Other than Slang and what was the other one? Worlds Collide. Was it Worlds Collide? No, Gift of Flesh. Sorry. The other ones are all, you know. I love Blood Runs Cold, Breathe Aside, Work It Out, Turn to Dust, Truth, All I Want Is Everything is great. Can't Keep Away from the Flame. I like all those type songs, you know. Where Does Love Go When It Dies. I really do enjoy listening to that album. It's quite a chill out album, and then you got a few heavy ones in there, heavier. But yeah, Blood Runs Cold is the highlight of that album for me, and that's another one about Steve Clark. So yeah, just love it. So that's number 7. 10, 9, yeah, number 6 now. I hate this counting backwards. I'm not very good at it. I've put number 6. I put the songs from the Sparkle Lounge. I really like quite a few of the songs on here, and there's one that, no pun intended, I do love quite a lot, and that is actually the song called Love. I can do without 9 Lives, which really gets on my wick. The one with Tim McGraw, I really do not like that they did that with Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw. Look, I didn't swear then. Come On, Come On, I was hooked on that song for a long time. Love, again, I said love that song. Tomorrow, Cruise Control, not so much. Hallucinate's okay. Only the Good Die Young, brilliant song. That was done by Vivian Campbell. Bad Actress is a catchy song, but a bit crap. That could have been on Adrenalize or Euphoria. Come Undone is alright. Gotta Let It Go is a highlight of this album from that. But again, I could have put either one of these albums, the ones I've shown you, in any of them places from 6 to 10. And then we get on to the Steve Clark era and the Steve Clark written songs that are written by Steve Clark, or most of them, or some of them. Especially on this next album, there's not so many that are written by Steve, but the ones that are written by Steve are actually good. So yeah, we go with Adrenalize. So number 5, Adrenalize. When this came out, I loved it to bits, but I was a much younger I was much younger than 43 back then, so yes. And as I've got older, this doesn't get played anymore, mainly because probably just the same thing as what Bev said. Let's Get Rocked, not so good now at 43. Even though I did sing it in December when I went and watched them, but yeah. Heaven Is, I can do without that now. Make Love Like a Man is very poor, cheesy, like Bev said. Never liked it when I first heard it. So that would be the song that really I hated back in 1992, was Make Love Like a Man. Even though I did buy the CD single, which is in that box set over there, the Adrenalize one. And I own a few copies of it. Tonight would be the highlight of this album, and I've always liked White Lightning. I know Bev doesn't like that. I know quite a few people that do like White Lightning, and now I know that Ron likes White Lightning. I've never had a problem with White Lightning. Yes, but then some songs can be, you know, it's probably hard to write a song about somebody that's, you know, ended up dying, and it's quite a really hard subject, especially for the band members as well. So, Stand Up, I always like that, Stand Up. Personal Property actually used to be, when I first got this, used to be my favourite off this album. That and Tonight and White Lightning. And then you've got Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad? I never really minded that song. It's got the title's just too much. If it had been something like, I don't know, Have You Ever, then it could have been about anything really, I suppose. Have you ever jumped off a cliff, jumped off a skyscraper, jumped off, bungee jumped out of off a bridge, jumped out of a plane? Have you ever eaten, I don't know, or done something like Ozzy would have done? Have you ever bitten the head off a bat or a dove, or snorted ants up your nose, or drank someone else's urine? Have you ever, it could have been like a dare thing. But yeah, Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad? Different subject. Or maybe Something So Bad. But I think when I saw the title for Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad, I just thought, what a really long, crappy title. Next one, I Want to Touch You. I used to love that when I was young. And now, not so much. Tear It Down is okay, but again, it was a B-side to the Women US single when that came out, and we had Animal as the UK single. It was on the B-side to that, and the original is better version anyway. and yeah, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, number 5, Adrenalize. Number 4, On Through the Night. Oh, wrong way around. On Through the Night. Again, this is not because the songs are bad. It's at number 4. This is because of obviously the production. I don't find the production great because of Tom Allom. I didn't even like the production of the Judas Priest records he did, like around the time this came out. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I mean 1978 time. So this would have been, it came out in 80, but that would have been pre 1980 when they were doing it. And even the Judas Priest records before British Steel, the production was a bit naff. And I've always put that down to that producer that did this as well. Not great. I've never been a really big fan of his stuff anyway, what he's produced. So I know he did some better Judas Priest stuff, but I look at it and I think, well, you know, maybe them Judas Priest records could be even better than they are, even the good ones. But yeah, this is still, in my eyes, a 9 out of 10 album, because the songs on here are great. Other than the song It Don't Matter and Answers to the Master, the rest of it is pretty damn cool. And Sorrow as a Woman is one of the highlights on here. Satellite is another highlight. Overture, Wasted, you know, Rock Brigade I like. Hello America I don't mind. So yeah, number 4, the old On Through the Night. Absolutely brilliant, and I've always loved the cover. It's amazing. So usually I've got it up there, but today, oh, there's the flag. Number 3, this is where we get moans and groans. Could be last minute decisions here. We're gonna go with Pyromania, number 3. Yes, did you hear the boos? I could hear them. I could actually feel the boos come through the screen, and I nearly fell off my table that I sit on. I don't sit on the stool, I sit on the table, because I've been through about 4 different stools and they've all broken. I don't know if it's because they were cheap and nasty or because I was overweight, but yeah, I sit on a wooden table now that I normally put in the middle of the room and put my drink on, and I put a cushion on it so I don't get piles or a bad backside. So yeah, number 3, Pyromania, and I just got to decline something with there. Are you fuckwit? Oh no, it's still recording. I might have to delete that out, what I just said. So yeah, I didn't realise it was still recording. Someone tried phoning me and I thought my phone went off, and I did put it in airplane mode before and I forgot to put it back on. So yeah, Pyromania, number 3. Loved all of this album when I first heard it. I can do without Rock Rock Till You Drop. I can do without Action Not Words, that's terrible. But the rest of the songs on here I love to bits. Even that bloomin' Photograph that's been played the yonks, I still love it. Stage Fright was always one of my favourites on here. So yeah, Pyromania, number 3. And the reason that's at number 3, and this is not at number 3, is because this, number 2, absolutely killer. I love this album. This, I don't ever get bored of any of those songs. I really don't. That's an album I can play all the way through, and I can sing all the way, try to sing all the way through, and I don't get bored of it, and I've been playing it for 30 years. Okay, there's not a song on there that I go, oh God, I've got to skip this. I will just let that play all the way through. And if an album can do that for you, then that's a 10 out of 10 album for yourself. And there'll be people going, but what about Love and Affection? Excitable. I actually don't mind those songs. I actually like them. When Love and Affection comes on, I think, right now, I've listened to that Killer album. Now I can just chill, because it just chills you out. A bit like Hysteria, the song. Excitable, there's just that little, you know, I don't mind that. Even though it's what it is. It's, you know, I've always loved Run Riot. Don't Shoot Shotgun, I love. Gods of War is just killer. Armageddon It is great. Pour Some Sugar on Me is great still, after all these years of mentally bashing my eardrums with it. Love Bites is just one of the best ballad love songs ever, about warning you about love. Animal is always great. I can listen, you know, you get that song, what was it? Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. As soon as Sweet Child of Mine comes on, you know how many times that's been played. I have to turn that off. As soon as that intro guitar thing. Animal, the amount of times I've listened to that is more than probably Sweet Child of Mine. And I can it's great. Rocket, great. Women, awesome. That's why that's number 2 for me. And I'm proud to wear this. Number 1, we all know what's number 1. And it is, yes, High and Dry. And yes, High and Dry. This has got a bad song. This is a bit like Pyromania, but it's got, the song's even worse than the Pyromania's bad song. But this is at number 1 because it holds a lot of nostalgic reasons to be at number 1 for me. It holds some of the most amazing songs and just killer. You know, Let It Go, another hit and run. High and Dry is a bit weak, but I still love it. Bringin On the Heartbreak, just killer. Switch 625 is amazing. Instrumental. I could listen to that till my ears bleed. You Got Me Running is brilliant, even though not many people ever mention that song. Lady Strange is just absolutely killer. The same as Mirror Mirror. On Through the Night, well, you know, it's average, but I like it still. No 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 is terrible. Bring On the Heartbreak remix is on here, and Me and My Wine remix. I love those songs. Me and My Wine is just funny as hell, and I like listening to that. So yeah, that's my number 1 Def Leppard album. So yeah, keep rocking, and let me know what you think. This video might take a while to upload, so cheers. You've watching it now, so it's uploaded. So laters.